Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Season 2. And we got some money in the bank right now. I'm scraping bottom on some of our silos that we have here. This is the last of the corn and sunflowers we had from last year. I'm trying to make enough cash. I made a decision. I wanted to buy another piece of land here. I gotta get it bought before the computer owner decides to harvest it. As far as that goes, I haven't checked recently. Okay, it's not bought. I was gonna buy this piece of land here, but oh yeah, I wanted this one, but they already harvested one of the fields, and it's not worth my time then if I'm gonna buy that one. We're just a little bit shy, but it's okay. The corn should have enough to get it there, because it'll be about 9,000. Sunflowers, we should get almost 6 out of it. So we should have a little bit of extra cash to run with, and then we can harvest those 2 fields and get some more back out of it. And we still have milk that we haven't sold. We have like 2 and some tankers full. Let's see here. So corn first. Should be about 9,000, I figured. 87. Okay, close. And then we go here, and we should have about, what, 58? Yep. So we got 257,000. So I guess we need to look at our options here quick. Those 2 are planted, by the way. Those are cultivated. I don't want those. This is too much money here. Way too much. That one's too much. That one's way too much. That one's already harvested. 252. So we got enough for that. That one's too much. That one's too much. That one's a lot too much. This one isn't worth that much more. It's really irregular, but it's not a bad field. This one's 400,000. That's a little guy, and it's way away from where we are. This one is more. So I guess we're best off to just buy this one, get it harvested, and be done with it. At least it connects our fields up here. So we got 5,500 left. I do have some more milk I can sell, but I was hoping milk prices would go up a bit more. I sold the very least amount that I needed to. It was 2 loads. So actually, if I look, let's make sure we're still on the road here, not going where we shouldn't. Let's go into seasons here. Yeah, just over 2 loads left. And the nice part is these are far enough along that I'm not going to plant them, not going to worry about it. We can start spreading manure on it, get it fertilized, get it cultivated, and just have it prepped for next year. It gives us a little bit of a jump start, gives us something to do so it doesn't feel like we're wasting time waiting. None of the hay is ready yet, so I have to wait for that. I'm actually not sure how long it's going to be. It may be a case where it's waiting for the same day in the season that I harvested it the first time. So I think that's like day 3, well, you know what I mean, in the set. So this is day 1 of this period, midsummer. I think I did it in like day 3 of that period. Maybe 2. So I guess we'll have to watch and see how long it takes. But that's going to be sold purely for profit, so that'll help us out. We got a lot of acres set up for next year, which is good. So we're going to be able to really start making money here. And that makes me excited. I'm going to keep trucking along here, no pun intended, and see what we can get out of the fields here. You know, you don't think about it that much where, 26 miles an hour on this guy versus 32 on our John Deere. You wouldn't think it'd be that much of a difference, but it's a bit noticeable. So what I want to do here, if we're gonna start spreading manure like crazy, I want that big spreader. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I know it's big. I want to sell this guy. It's like a half an hour. Let's repair it quick. Yes. Yeah, we'll sell it now. Alright, so we got some more money back. Oop, wrong one. Spreaders. I want this guy right here. It says it needs 500 horse. Gosh, that thing's big. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the regular ones. Whew, that thing is big, but it's gonna allow us to haul a lot of manure at one time. What I want to do, oh, this guy's here. We're running 492 horse. Boy. We want to spend the money on it right away and get the big tractor. Then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, let's do it. Can also repair it quick. Only got 3 hours on it, but... So now she's an 875. That's a lot of horsepower. And this is going to be a whole lot of spreader. But we should have plenty of horsepower to pull this baby around, and I think it handles, what is it, like 60,000 units? We can figure that out pretty quick here. Okay, I think we're going straight. Where is it? So this one we were doing could do 32,000. Yeah, this one does 60,000 units. It's got a narrower spread by a little bit, but just by holding so much more, it should give us the ability to not have to make runs back and forth, which is important because if we're piling up our manure on that pad, we can't just hire a worker and just let him basically quote unquote pull from the pad. Just doesn't work that way. These guys are doing good. We do have 24,000 units of manure here, 10,000 here, and 18,000 in this one. So we do have a lot of manure piling up. We're gonna have to take care of that coming up here, but I'm not as worried about it. We got a lot on the pad, and we've got 2 fields that we can spread on, so... Ooh. Turns with this are interesting, especially when you got plenty of weight behind you. You gotta be careful not to turn it too sharp. So let me load this guy up, and we'll start spreading with it. In case you're wondering where the money was, or where it came from to purchase this stuff, there was a great demand on wheat, actually. So I sold everything we had other than the 60,000 over at the pig farm, and made a pretty little penny. So I thought it was worth upgrading here and getting things where we need to be. It does take quite a while to load this up, though, I'll tell you that much. Although it's a lot easier than doing it scoop by scoop with the loader, so there is that plus. And those are 2 different conveyors. I purchased a pair of them, so now we've got 2 sets of conveyors if we need them. Sorry, buddy, I'm kind of in your way. So, yeah, I think getting the upgrades for the engine was definitely a plus, because this thing does pull hard. Definitely feel it. I'm also tossing around the idea here. I'm looking at that woods over there. I wonder if it would be worthwhile for us to take the woods down and turn those into like a solid field straight through. But I'm not sure how feasible it would be and how much we would gain based on how much time it would take to do such things. Well, I should probably check here. Got these two fields here. So it's showing cultivated. Doesn't show that it needs plowing or anything like that, so should be able to just fertilize it and dig it up and be ready for planting in the springtime, I guess. Let's see, I'm not sure. It's probably going to be pretty near to what the combine does for a path. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Maybe about right there. We'll just... Oh. Oh, I see. It just pulls her up and out of the way, huh? Alright, let's start pulling. It looks like we guessed the spread pretty good there. Definitely goes down pretty quick, so I'm just gonna hire him out and let him go and see how this works. Looks like he at least travels pretty quickly. So we should get a decent amount spread per load, and like I said, it's free fertilizer, so it's hard to beat that. I haven't seen yet. Let me see, let's go back over here. Yeah, the hay has not grown yet, so I'm not sure it's gonna grow. I think it's gonna have to be late summer before we can bale this again. So we'll have to see how that goes. Like I said, I got manure here. We also got a pile for him in here, so I really need to take the baby cows from here and put them over here again. I just haven't gotten to it. So many things to do, and we're starting to get into harvest, and it's getting busy. But yeah, I was looking at this. Not trying to get in your way, buddy. Sorry. There isn't a huge amount of trees, but there's enough that it would be somewhat of a pain. Especially since it's all deciduous style trees and not our nice conifers that we can do easily. There is a few conifers over here. Here's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Another one, but I don't know. It's a lot of space. We could just wood chip a bunch of it, but then I'm not sure what happens with these bushes if we can even get rid of them. We might be able to dig them out. Guess we'll have to see. But I don't know. Just gonna keep trucking here and see how far we get on spreading. It looks like it's gonna be about 75% on 2 passes left, so probably be able to do 8 passes and she'll be empty. So we'll see how far we get on this field. Well, it looks like the hay is officially done. We're getting about, this is what, 10 bales, so about 2 1/3 containers full. We figured we needed, what, 3 of them to survive, so we almost have enough for the entire winter on 1 crop of the 2 fields. That's pretty good. Let's just dump this. Figure this will be what, about 5,000? Not bad. I'm getting better with my math. But from here, I'm actually gonna jump up to, where is the semi? That's not the semi, here's the semi. Okay, I think we're far enough away. So, As I've been going about up here, I've been thinking about this. Pig food is really convenient. What we've been doing here, dumping it into the bins, I guess you would call it, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's really convenient. And if we go to the wheat and was it wheat, corn? We can figure this out. Yeah, wheat, corn, and we're using, I think, sunflowers. We got to do each one individually. Keep bringing it up here. It gets to be kind of a hassle. Do we have anything important? Actually, I see there's a couple things flashing here. Oh, wheat. Of course, we just sold all that. But I sold the other stuff on a great demand, so not a big deal. And then looks like I forget what those are. So I have found a solution. So we are actually going to go to our garage here. We're going to find that grain bin. Not this one. This one. Oh, we still have barley in it. Okay, we did sell the right one. I was kind of worried. Okay, no big deal. The solution is right here. Global company placeables. We're going to put in a pig feed mixer. And I got to figure out... Okay, so our dump points are right there. So why is it having issues here? Yeah. So put it about where the other the grain silo was. We may have to fix this ground right here, just because it's going to be hard to climb up to there. So basically what this gives us is we put in the feed that we need in here. And actually it shows it right there. We need protein, fruit, and cereal. So let's see here. We can open this menu. We can make stuff off of it, or we can put it in auto. We can do whatever we want. So we want wheat, barley, or oats. So we're going to put wheat into there. We have sugar beets, potatoes, and corn. So you can use sugar beets and stuff in this setup. We're going to use the corn, and then we're going to put sunflowers in. And it'll make us pig food. And then we can just grab the pig from here instead of buying it and dump it into there. Works the same way. So let's see about putting stuff in there. Each of those silos can hold 100,000 of each product, and then it can mix up 100,000. I'm assuming it's 1-to-1, so it'll make up like 300,000 total. See this, yeah, that's gonna probably be an issue. So I think the wheat goes into this one. So we're allowed to put it there. And I think, yeah, the numbers will start going up, which is awesome. It doesn't actually specify, does it? Which one goes into what? No, it doesn't. And then we gotta pull this one ahead. So all we have to do is get some corn in here and then get the sunflowers in here, and we can start making pig feed, which is awesome. I'm excited about that. That's probably going to be the next thing we do here, because I think as we go into the next summer point here, we'll have to see what comes available for us to harvest. I'm going to fix up the ground over here a little bit, see if we can make this road a little better coming up into here, and I'll see what else we're gonna do here in this episode, because I'm excited to use the pig food maker or whatever, and there's a couple other placeables that mod has available to us if we want to use them, and we may end up using them here in the future. We'll see. Things to automate a couple other items. The one thing we're not going to do is I think there's a silage thing, but there is one that you can make automatic TMR. So you don't need the TMR truck. You can just grab a big tipper or something like that and fill it up with silage if we want to do that. But I don't mind having the truck. The TMR truck's pretty nice. But we could also make stuff in some pretty large bulk amounts. What is going on here? Is this just the train thing? And I know I've talked about this in the past, and I don't know if I want to talk about it because, yeah, it's a really weird train thing. Because I don't want to... Oh, there's some hay here we could actually cut and bale if we wanted to. I don't want to get in trouble and promise things that I'm not going to do, but I am heavily considering attempting to make a map. So, we'll see. So now it's showing that we have 59% of our inputs. So, left control G gets us this one. So we can actually rename stuff. Right. Oh, it doesn't actually show anything. Oh, here we go. These are the scripts, settings, activate extended placeables, horse helper, more trees, activate cut bales. I'm not sure what those mean. I guess I'll have to read up on it and let you guys know. Would you look at that? Nighttime's rolling up on us already. It is autumn, so nighttime is coming quicker every day. Taking off some sunflowers right now. We're actually doing pretty darn good on it. Let's see here. Should probably kick it to this side, right? So got this field, these two, and I'm working on this one right now. We still got the two big fields over here to do, which we'll have to wait till tomorrow. But here's the deal. I know I said we were gonna be done with expanding. We have a lot of land to work with, but I changed my mind for the simple matter of I am running out of pig food. I don't want to keep buying it, and our cornfields here will not be ready for a few days, and I need the pig feed. This field right here, 6, is a cornfield that is ready to harvest. So I need 427,000. I'm at 344 right now. So what I've been doing is I've been selling the sunflowers we've been getting. I've shipped out 2 loads of 2 semis so far. This bin full here will make it 3. That'll give us plenty of money to do so. That'll let us start combining corn. What I'll probably do is I'll probably switch to corn. No, I can't. I gotta do the sunflowers, because regardless, we gotta get sunflowers and corn over there. But we gotta get it bought here, I think, before the night's over, because there's a good chance that the computer person or whatever could harvest it overnight, and then when the time changes, I guess they don't do it overnight, but when the time changes over per day is when it updates, and we could lose that field. So this will be plenty enough to buy it, and then we can actually, every cent that we earn will go towards paying off the debt that we have. Somebody did ask on the last episode in the comments if there is a lose scenario in this game. I was going to say no right away, but I guess technically there could be, because there is a max to how much money you can borrow. And if you reach that point, and if you do not have, it's really bumpy here, enough money to buy your inputs for seed and stuff like that, you're done. You're stuck where you're at, and you can't technically make any more money. But we've got cows that are producing milk that we can always sell. We've got stuff stored away. So although we've got, how much is it? We've got $910,000 in debt right now. which is a lot. We're still sitting pretty good. And we're going to be able to sell a lot of crops this year and hopefully get back into the black. The one thing I am noticing that is changing, that's a pretty significant change. It means that our gameplay has switched over, because for a while there we were looking to expand, we were looking to get more money because we just didn't have enough money to do the things that we wanted to do. Well, as has been the theme this season that we've been working on here, and it's continuing into the harvest here, I'm seeing it. Time is something that we don't have a lot of. Time is what we're hurting on. Which means that we've expanded our empire here, our farm, to the point where it's not that we're not getting enough money coming in, it's that we don't have enough time to work up the stuff that we are getting. He should be okay on his bin full. Oh, actually, I should check here. What is our top spot here? Carather's Mill. We need to turn around. I took one load to Legacy because it was higher, and then Carather's Mill went higher the next time, I guess, so it keeps changing. So we went the wrong way. There is no road over there. And hopefully we can get out of the driveway here without ending up in the ditch. Here we go. We could probably upgrade this truck at some point because this thing is the lower one. It doesn't have a lot of power. You can tell with a full load here, it's just not pulling up the hill like it should. But she's done a good job. Got 15 hours on it already. The green tractor, our John Deere, has the most hours of any piece of equipment right now. But I have a feeling our Challenger, our tracked tractor, will probably get pretty close to that and start catching up because we're going to use the heck out of that thing. And I may actually trade in our John Deere for another tracked tractor as we keep expanding our empire here, because we're going to have to start running some decent sized equipment and get bigger in equipment wise to keep up with the amount of acres that we're running is what it's going to come down to. We've expanded our fields far enough that we're making good money. We just got to find the time to do it, and when you get big enough, it's not so much that you need to find time, it's that you need to find efficient ways of using your time. So as far as losing goes, we are not on the path for losing at all. What I would like to do is start experimenting with some of the additional crops that are included with this map. They're all listed as cereal crops, so we have to put it in place of the corn in our rotation for it to work. But I think it would be fun. Don't mind about the mailboxes. I don't know where those came from. But yeah, we'll just have to see how they grow. There's a couple of them that have some pretty good returns. Like sunflowers have really good returns. It's just you don't get as much of it, which sometimes is not a bad thing. Because when we're harvesting corn, we're taking off a lot, and we're running trucks all the time. So that's where it is. But so let's sell these sunflowers that we have here and buy that piece of land, and then we'll wrap up this episode here because we've got plenty of time going on here. Oh, I'm not gonna make the turn. Don't get stuck. I'm a long ways away from any equipment that can help us. So actually, I guess one bin will be enough to purchase that piece of land. And then we can start saving stuff again. So we're gonna go here. And we need 427,000. No, it's not enough. It's close. Alright, let's buy it. So that cornfield is officially ours now. We can take the corn off. We can feed our pigs, and we will be set to go. 69,000 for half, so that means we're getting almost 140,000 for a semi-full because sunflower prices are really high right now. Other than a great demand making it much higher. We do have a decent amount of milk saved up too, almost 3 tankerfuls. So we've got a lot of milk saved up, which is good because the price is going to go high here in the autumn. So we'll be able to sell that for quite a profit. So we're going to start knocking our debt down this fall and see where we end up. But with that, guys, thank you all for watching. And as always, take it easy.